Hello everyone, I'm Nathanael Coolidge, and over this term I've been researching the adoption barriers surrounding passkeys, also known as FIDO2. Passkeys are a secure replacement to passwords. Servers no longer need to store plain text passwords or password hashes. Instead, public key cryptography is used, and the server stores public keys, which are useless without the corresponding private key, which is securely stored on the client's personal authenticator. The way it works is, the server is going to send a challenge, which is like a puzzle, and the client will call on this authenticator, which is able to solve the puzzle with its private key. Once the challenge is solved, the server is informed the challenge was solved, but no authentication is performed outside the client authenticator, which is how we prevent things like data breaches or man-in-the-middle attacks. So the client authenticator can come in three basic forms: a USB security key, an internal chip inside the client device called TPM, where the user will have to scan biometrics or something, or a smartphone, in which the smartphone will scan the QR code and the user will perform the authentication on the smartphone. So although passkeys are infinitely more secure than passwords, the public is still reluctant to adopt them. Many people assume the public will want to adopt passkeys due to increased security. However, usability always trumps security, as proved in a lot of studies in the public eye, and there are several usability problems associated with passkeys, which need more work before widespread adoption. So over this term, I've analyzed several implementations of passkeys and conclude there is always a trade-off between usability and security. For example, password managers like Dashlane are very user-friendly because users can sync all their passkeys. However, it still relies on a master password, which brings it down in the security category. And then there's other implementations like Windows Hello, which uses the internal authenticator. Very secure, however, because it uses the internal authenticator, it's hard to add additional devices. And in all these cases, there's always a trade-off between usability and security. In order to show the trade-off between usability and security, I used the Bono et al. Framework for web authentication used in previous studies, and as we could see, in certain implementations like the password or password managers, they pass in all the categories in usability, however, they're really hurt in security. And for all the other implementations which are really secure, they're always hurt in the usability category. So this is what needs more work. We need to find something with a good balance. The one recurring issue in the usability category in all these implementations is lack of support for older devices and the inability to access environments in a remote location because of the need for physical presence. So to overcome this, I came up with a solution by combining FIDO2 with TOTP. Essentially, the way it works is, if the user is in a remote location or the device they're using is unsupported, they will scan a QR code to authenticate with FIDO2 on their supported smartphone and complete the process on the client with the TOTP code. To conclude, these are a few of the things I want to do in future work related to FIDO2. Thank you.